Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon111, and welcome back to more adventures in Terraria. Last time we managed to defeat Skeletron, we got the Clothier and the Mechanic, and today for first thing, it just turned daytime. I love watching all the day boom just light up. Today first thing, we're going to buy some red wire and play around with some of the... Ooh, I actually know where there's honey now. And caught in honey. I wonder if that means I could just like place my own honey and go fishing in it. Obviously it would be much easier to do inside the beehive. But we're gonna buy some red wire and yeah, see what all we can make out of it. And also try out some of the statues. And so I'll get some materials together and see you guys in a moment. Let's talk to the guide about what we can craft out of wire. I just bought some. Whoa! Trap chest, just like Minecraft. Neat. So, I'm presuming you can, yeah, just add wire to a chest, and then I guess it will cause a activation signal to go through when you open the chest. That is cool. The grand design allows ultimate control over wires. Right-click while holding to edit wire settings. Actuation rod. Announcement box, I believe that puts text in the chat. Timers, I have a spare tin watch I'm not using, and we'll definitely make a timer. More pressure plates, logic sensors. I went ahead, I bought the blue wrench and a wire bulb from the mechanic as well, because I think I can kind of intuit what's going to happen there. Remind me with a 5-second timer. I need a watch and a piece of wire. Okay, and that's just crafted in an anvil. That is easy to do. I believe my watch is right here. It was armored, which was the reason I'd kept it around for so long. But we've moved on. But let's go ahead and craft a 5-second timer, because those things are valuable to have. And I think I'm going to do... I can turn off the mini-map for now. I'm going to do my... Oh, another traveling merchant. Kind of experiments with red wire over here. And so... Okay, we can use the wrench to place some wire. We can place a different color wire with a different wrench. And so these are basically two different lines that are independent of one another. And I want to try hooking up this crazy wire bulb. I'm guessing it's going to turn red when it gets activated. Okay, it turned red. Neat. And so if I use the same thing, can I just pick this up with the... Yes, okay, great. And so this can be used, I guess, for like debugging your mechanisms. Yeah, okay, it turns blue when blue is activated. And then presumably, if I get the red wrench and I connect it, over here, yeah, then it lights up both red and blue. So you can use that for debugging wire mechanisms to figure out what color wire is activated at any particular point in space, is my guess or understanding of what's going on there. So that's pretty cool. We saw that there is a... I want to get the mushrooms. I have to collect all the things. We saw that there is a new traveling merchant. And so I would like to talk to him to see if he's got anything good. Oh, green team box. And green team platform. I never figured out what the yellow one does yet. Some vanity items, some things I already have. Let me grab... Where did I put them? I think I put them in here. Yeah, yellow team platform and yellow team block. I'm really curious to see if these are things that I can, like, activate. It's a platform, so I guess I'd have to, like, stand on it. And yellow team block. And I might need wire to connect these things. Oh! Oh, it's a jungle bat because I've got jungle over here as a result of all these plants growing, right? I have this jungle area, so I can get bait. Buggy is a really good piece of bait. And so whenever I get one of those, I catch it, and then I've been using that as my bait for fishing. Yellow team platform and yellow team box. What happens if I actually activate this by... I was thinking maybe like it would put me on the yellow team. How can you join a team? Can you even join a team in single player? It might be a multiplayer thing only. I think rather than spend money on it and try to figure out what it does and have it possibly not do anything in single player, I'm actually going to go check the wiki to see what these team platforms do, so I'll be right back. I looked it up, and they're not mechanisms, they're just decorative blocks that one can use if one's creating a Terraria map of mini-games and different things, which is fine. Alright, but now I know, so I can put those away back in decorative blocks. Let me go get my statues, and we'll try to figure out which ones are functional. So I don't have all of my statues, but I filled my inventory with a bunch of them, and we're just going to kind of test them one at a time and see which ones are functional and which ones aren't. We'll put the functional ones in the gold box and the non-functional ones in the normal chest. I believe this will teleport a random male NPC. It does. Alright, so the king statue is functional. How about the hoplite statue? I'm guessing it will spawn a bad guy. Yep, okay. Let's go ahead and pick that up. And kill this guy. Is he gonna attack me? Doesn't seem like he's attacking me. It seems like he's just trying to run away. And I got javelins from it. So I could use that to farm javelins, it seems like. That's pretty interesting, actually. Alright. How about armor statue? I'm guessing this one's just decorative. Rather than make you watch, I had a strong hunch that a number of these statues were not functional, and so I tried them all out, and sure enough, none of them did anything. But let's try the rest. Some of them are new, and I expect they will spawn monsters. Yes, okay, wall creeper. And can I actually get the drops from him? And it just seems like they run away. It doesn't seem like they want to attack the player. And so... I still love the noise those guys make. So I'm not sure what that means, or if it's because it's like daytime and they're trying to like run away or something. I don't know. Oh, okay. Wraith is attacking me and he's bad news. I'm not sure if you could get that enemy before hard mode too. It's usually the case, well, the hoplite drop javelins. It's usually the case that you can't really farm these guys necessarily for good loot. But that's definitely a functional statue. And the wall creeper is a functional statue, so we're going to put them... Where was the wraith? Down in there. So those guys spawn monsters. The queen statue should teleport a female NPC. Yep, okay, great. So we know that one. Star statue, I believe, produces mana stars. And so you could have this lying around in a boss battle. I don't know if I can... Okay, you can produce mana stars even if your mana's all filled up. So we know what that one does. Pigron statue. This could be another awful enemy. Yep, okay. Who might kill me. Interesting. He's trying to get to me, and he can't go downwards through the platform. So that's good news for me. Okay, but he doesn't seem to drop anything. So that's another functional statue. Arm zombie statue. I'm guessing is like a zombie with a zombie arm. Yeah. It didn't seem like he was dropping anything. Bird statue, I believe, does spawn birds. Yep, okay, great. So let's go ahead and put those guys away in the functional chest. Hornet statue, I don't remember if that spawns hornets or not. It does not. Okay, so that's another decorative statue. Chest statue, I think spawns mimics, although maybe only in hard mode. Oh, no, okay, it's not only in hard mode. Wow, those guys will hit hard too. Can I stand right here and has a lot of hit points. But I don't think it drops any of the mimic loot. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I'm really confused by the hoplite dropping the javelins, because I didn't think that any of the chest spawned statues would drop things. It seems like having the hoplite drop javelins, I'm not sure how much they sell for. Could be like a way to do a money farm, effectively. By just spawning a whole bunch of them and killing them off using some easy mass damage weapons like a grenade. Alright. Oh, crap! It's still going. It didn't occur to me. Okay. Get rid of the chest statue. Can I kill all these guys off? I guess if I'm careful. Give me a moment here. I'm having this moment of the stereotypical mad scientist who's being killed by his own creations. Fortunately, I was doing this in my battle arena, which makes me very well protected. I've got lots of regeneration, and I've got lots of, I don't know, mobility options and protection against monsters in this area. What else we got? Bomb statue, I'm fairly certain is functional and produces bombs. And so that's one that I like to just kind of like leave around, kind of turned on all the time, just to produce extra bombs. So we know what that one does. And finally, fish statue. I think this produces fish. I think like goldfish. But possibly you can't catch them anymore. Let's find out. It does produce goldfish. Can I catch it in the bug net? And I can catch it in the bug net. Alright, it's smiling. It might be a good snack. And I think you can sell goldfish for a fair amount of money. Let's find out. Let me get 5 goldfish, and then we will go talk to the merchant and see how much they sell for. But in any case... Oh, spear statue. I think that's a decorative statue as opposed to a functional one. I just want to see the lights flash to ensure that I know that it got set off. Okay, that is indeed a decorative statue. Let's go find out how much goldfish sell for and try to determine if we could use any of these things as a money farm. Gotta collect stars. 5 goldfish, 37 silver. Yeah, that's not bad. If you spawned a whole bunch, I think there is a maximum number that can spawn at once, like on the screen, before the statues turn off. But you can collect them all easily, just like with the bug net, and so that could be profitable, I imagine. Another mechanism to check out is dart traps, which I believe work as they did before, which is it'll fire a dart each time. Can I get the zombie to like jump up here and possibly like go into the dart trap? That would be cool. Oh, I need to actually turn on the 5-second timer in order to see it go on and off. There we go. But I accidentally, I wasn't trying to, but I was kind of like glancing at some of the other patch notes when I was on the wiki, and apparently you can hammer them and cause them to face in any one of 4 different directions, and so they can fire down and left and up and right. And so that is pretty cool. That's something new. With the dart traps, explosives, I kind of know how they work. And the detonator and the pressure plates activates when a player steps on it, activates when a player steps on it. I was just getting my other red wire, redstone-y kind of stuff. But I think I'm going to leave it all in the mushroom chest over here. And so basically, other red wire-ish mechanisms can be stored in here. And actually, I guess I'll take the wire cutter and go ahead and collect this up for now. Have to decide, do I want to leave the bomb timer outgoing just so I have bombs that I can collect? I think I won't right now, but any time that I need a whole bunch of bombs, I can always use that to get them. And because I was curious, javelins have no value if you try to sell them. And so basically, even though I can farm hoplites, basically it gives me an infinite throwing weapon effectively, but it's not something that I can make money off of. I was looking through more of the things that could be crafted out of red wire. An announcement box is something cheap that I can make, and so I'm going to play around with that in just a moment. The pumps, water duplication and liquid duplication, I'm not sure if they've changed, but I'm not sure exactly how they work in this version of Terraria. And then activates when a player steps on or off of it. But look at this. There is... where is it? Logic sensor activates once day starts and once night starts. Sadly, those are going to take Souls of Light and Souls of Night, so we won't be able to do them until later. Activates when players are over it, deactivates otherwise. Liquid sensor activates when occupied by water, deactivates otherwise. That's really cool. I can imagine making some really cool things with that. The same thing for the other liquids. So, it seems like some of these things will only be unlocked later in the game, but it seems like they'll be pretty cool. Alright, it apparently just turned daytime. I'm going to check on the fishing quest, and we'll try making a sign and an iron bar to make the announcement box. Hey, it's Mutant Flinksfin. Guess what? I have one of those right here. Have this, good fellow. Fish costume. And some apprentice bait. The fish costume looks silly, and I'm not going to play around with mannequins and all those things, so we'll just sell it. Oh, it sells for 1 gold apiece, so that's nice. Alright, let's craft the announcement box. Can be placed. I'll put it back over here somewhere just to test things out. Let's put it down. I can right-click on it. And I guess say, hello, world. Save. And then if I were to put this on a 5-second timer, using this and this, and turn on the timer. Hello world goes in the chat. Neat. And so red wire mechanisms can actually talk in the chat. Can you talk in the chat? Oops. That is not the right button. In single player, can you... I'm not even sure if there's a button to talk in the chat in single player. But, alright. It prints that, and it seems like every 10 seconds or whatever, like, the words in the chat fade away, is my guess. Since I have it on a 5-second timer, and I'm only seeing 2 of them. Alright, so we figured out what that is, too. There is still a whole lot more of the dungeon to explore if I take a look on the map, and a number of loot items that I'd like to get, or at least the cobalt shield that I know I want to get, and so especially now that I have the safe, which means I have extra inventory space for storing all the crap I'm going to be picking up in the dungeon, I'm going to head back through there and try to light up more of the dungeon. I've decided to make a bunch of sticky bombs, just with the intention of, using them as, an easy way to get rid of the various spikes one finds around the dungeon, and that's one way that we can make the dungeon a whole lot safer, by getting rid of the spikes. Over here at the corruption chest, I'm going to make a giant letter C. Oops. If the skeletons will stay away for a moment, so that I'll be able to see it on my mini-map and easily be able to find the corruption chest. Ooh, tally counter! I just got a rare drop, which I believe is one of the items. Right, display angry bones. Right, 75, okay. Display how many monsters you've killed. So it's in my inventory, and over on the right, whatever monster I have killed most recently, it will show the total number of kills that I have against that particular monster, and so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and block this off just for a moment so I can have some peace and quiet. Oh, hey, a dungeon slime. I don't know that we saw one of these last time, but they drop keys for the locked gold chests in the dungeon. And so that is definitely something that I want to kill, so I can get the golden key. Hooray! Oh, hello, spikes. Oh, goodbye, spikes. Kaboom! Spikes take a long time to mine, even with a good pick. I'll show you. Yeah, it's like 4 ticks, even with the Reaver Shark. And so using the sticky bombs to get rid of them is a much more, I don't know, efficient, effective something strategy. So I'm happy to do that for any spots I may be revisiting. But in any case, I have a golden key. Let's check out what we got in here. The Aqua Scepter is a magic weapon, and some other miscellaneous potions and things. I will throw down the safe so I can dump off some inventory. I put the Aqua Scepter on the bar just so that we can play around with it a little bit. I seem to recall it has a lot of knockback. Yeah, so you can use it as kind of a crowd control weapon or whatever to keep monsters at bay. So it's a little bit useful, and it does kind of like continual damage. Oh, there was a coin. Sometimes inside a pot, there'll be like a magical swirl of coins that come out, and I just got 15 gold out of there. That was really awesome. I brought the sharpening station along with me, and so every so often I'm just going to click on that in order to improve the power of my melee weapon, the enchanted sword. Here's another gold chest, and we have, hey, the cobalt shield. That's the thing I've really been looking for. I haven't used a grenade in a while, but there's a bunch of monsters below me. Kablam! I don't know that the grenade actually deals that much damage to these guys. Alright, fair enough. Here's another chest with the magic missile, which is basically a controllable projectile. And here is Valor. Ooh, a different yo-yo. That's interesting. Ooh, hey, I got the Nazar, immunity to curse. I have been cursed a few times by the Cursed Skulls, and that causes you to not be able to use any attacks for like 8 seconds or something. And so having immunity to that particular debuff does seem quite valuable. Here are the guys who do it. And basically it means if you try to use your weapons and things, you won't be able to use them. I'm not going to demonstrate because it's a really, really debilitating debuff. So which chest is this? I think it's the jungle chest. Yes, I recognize the jungle key. Kind of the icon that hovers over it telling you you need it. And so I'm going to put a big letter J. Okay, fortunately, the Cursed Skull didn't curse me. But if he did, I've got just the item in my... Oh gosh. Oh, an Armored Nazar. Hey, that's even better. Let's trade that one out. So if I do trade it out... Nice. Alright, but in any case, letter J. We will go... Doot, 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 doot. Doot, 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 doot. And the idea is just when I'm taking a look on the mini-map, I will see the J there and the C there, and I'll be able to find these chests later on, days and weeks and months from now, when we return to the dungeon in hard mode and are actually looking for these chests. And heal! And buff! Ooh! I got a night vision potion, apparently. That actually does make things a whole lot brighter in here. Oh, and I had a hunter potion or danger sense potion or something. I didn't realize that I picked up a bunch of potions out of a chest. I can see cobwebs and in caves nearby. Look at this crazy chest. I don't know that I've ever seen a chest generate on a little floating bit of land quite like that before. That's pretty cool. Another Aquaceptor in this chest, and there's a chest right here, the crazy one, which contains another magic missile. Found the Hallow chest over here, so let's mark it with an H. I still haven't completely finished exploring the whole dungeon here, but my safe is completely full of loot, and so I think it's time to head home. I did pick up, I think it was a granite golem statue, and I'm wondering if I can use that to actually farm granite blocks, and so I want to check that out back at home. So I'll meet you guys back home, sort through some inventory, and we'll do a little bit more experimenting. I turned the bomb statues on while I was unloading my loot since I used so many bombs in the dungeon, but let's check out. We have an imp statue, which I think is just decorative. But we'll watch and see. Yeah, that one didn't spawn anything. So we'll put it in the non-functional statues. And then the granite golem statue. I'm really curious about this one, because my hunch is it will spawn a guy, and I wonder if he'll drop. Oh, right, he turns into a... Yes, granite blocks. So this is a way that you could farm. Alright, let's do this. Let's not die to my own creations. Let's pick up the statue so I don't spawn anymore. But this is a way you could farm granite, which is kind of cool. And granite's a pretty cool looking block, and so that seems somewhat useful. Among all the good loot we found in the dungeon are the Cobalt Shield and the Tally Counter. Both of them are materials, and so I want to talk to the guy to see what their combinations are. Right, Obsidian Shield, 2 defense, immunity to knockback and fire blocks. That's definitely one that I want to do. And the Tally Counter gets combined with the Lifeform Analyzer and the Radar, and I have both of those things. Neat. Into the REK 3000. Okay, let's do that combination now. So we'll combine these 3 things and get the REK 3000. Neat. Number of monsters, kill count, and rare creatures. Awesome. And I've got another obsidian skull, so we can also craft the obsidian shield. Wild is not very good, and this is one that I might want to use. So I might end up reforging this. And this one is also a material, but it requires like a ridiculous number of other things to eventually make like a final endgame item. Right, the Ankh Charm. And the Ankh Charm is made of whole bunch of things, such as the Nazar, which gets combined with a megaphone that you get off some hard mode enemies, and the Bezoar gets combined with the bandage. Yeah, there's like 12 different things that eventually combine into the final Ankh shield, as I recall. But I think that's probably enough for today. We managed to play around with some new mechanisms. We explored a bit more of the dungeon, making some progress. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Terraria. Bye-bye.